A very good evening to all of you, my friends, well wishers, and family members of the health and healing session that we have on Thursdays. Welcome once again. Today is a very unusual day which comes along every so often. Today is the 29th day of February, and I think today is Dale birthday, I think. He said it's March. Well, for many of you, for some of you who have birthdays today, I want to wish you a happy birthday because it doesn't happen too often where you will have an opportunity to wish someone happy birthday on the 29th of February. I guess you don't age. I don't, we were trying to understand what happens to persons who were born on this day when the years come by and they don't have a birthday. How do they celebrate their birthday? When there's no 29th of February, what do you do? So I guess it's good for those who have to provide birthday gifts and so, because if you don't have a birthday, there's no gift to come, right? And they don't have to wish you happy birthday, so they're not missing anything. So it's a win-win situation, but it's a win-lose one for those who were born in the 29 because today you can get all. What they should do is whenever the time comes around, I think they should save all the presents or gifts and then make one big donation. Here's all this stuff for all the years that you didn't have a birthday, you know, and then you add up the birthdays, the add up the years from the time when they had the last birthday to the time when they have the next one. So whenever that leap year comes around, you make up for the time that the last one was there, right? Anyway, happy birthday to all of you, and it's really the end of the month, the end of the second month of the new year. So if you haven't gotten started yet with all those wishes you made, all the things that you plan to do, you better get started because when Easter comes, the year finishes, you know. I always believe that the year flies after Easter, and Easter is the next time we have a holiday is going to be right near Easter. So, my friends, you need to get busy, right? Get busy with your weight loss programs, with your educational programs, with your new habits that you plan, with your habits of. You said you're going to quit smoking. Well, 2 months gone and you didn't stop smoking yet. You're going to quit drinking. 2 months gone, you're still drinking. You know, you're going to gamble less. 2 months gone, you're still gambling. So you better make a move now to stop whatever your wishes were at the beginning of the year when the changeover occurred from 23 to 24, because this year is flying. It really is flying already. And I look back. Seems like I was just here, coming in just here a few days ago, but it's been weeks. So we're on live, but we're on remote, and it only happened today because of a little bit of misfortune with the phone system. But you know what? You can call 231-6477. I think that I will ask my operator to put that number on the screen for the sake of this program. 231-6477. When we start taking the calls, you can call this number and let us take the calls here, and I will try to address your concerns from here. And the phone is already ringing. I didn't mean right away, not right away, right? When we start to take the calls, you can call 231-6477, and I will take the calls here and try to address your concerns from here. Okay? So write it down, and then when we start, you can, make the calls. But I have to get the phone. It's not with me. I have to get the phone, so I'm gonna ask Dale to get the phone for me. I gotta get up and get the phone, Dale. I ain't got the phone right here. I have to bring it to me, right? So if you can take a quick break, Dale, I'm gonna go get the phone, and I'll come back in a minute. In less than a minute, I'll be back. I don't know if Dale is there. I don't think he's there. But I have to get the phone to my at my location here. Anyhow, I want to continue talking about living a life, living a long life, healthy and free of pains and agony. We started that discussion some time ago, and time went out, and we had to end it. So I want to continue on that because we were talking about some good things, and then we had some calls that were made, and we started with talking about consuming more fruits which are in season, right? Now I have had such a good time with the mango season. I want to let you folks know that the trees can hear you when you talk. It sounds funny, right? But the trees do hear you. They listen when you talk. Plants are obedient. Let me tell you why. I have a mango tree that wasn't bearing at all. It had mangoes once. We got like 10 mangoes one time. And then we had blossoms and then just a few more, right? This is a big tree, okay? So I went out one day last year and I look at this tree and I said, listen, you're a big tree now. I mean, the little mangoes you're giving me is not what you could produce. You can produce mangoes. You are not a young tree, you're big. You need to produce more mangoes. I didn't put you down here so you could put the 10 mangoes. I put you here to produce mangoes so I can have enough. I can share it with my friends and families and those who come by, and I can enjoy your mango. So please give me some mangoes, beer mangoes. Okay? I talked to this tree, right? And I learned this old trick, well, the old thing that was told many years ago. If this tree isn't bearing, put a nail inside, right? Give it some iron. So I put the big nail inside, give the tree some iron, and then I tapped on it and I says, okay, you got everything you need now. You need to produce mangoes, okay? This was late. This was last year, about maybe August, September, I think. So, we're busy doing whatever we're doing, not paying any attention to the tree. I make sure that everything was there, doing okay, and so at the bottom. And this is no joke. One day we looked up in that tree, and there were blossoms everywhere. I'm not kidding you. There were blossoms from top to bottom all over that tree. And I look at this thing, and I said, maybe it can't be, man. Something was looking funny, right? It was blossoms. And this tree put out some mangoes. We're still getting mangoes from it. It's almost finished now. But that tree put out about maybe 2,000 mangoes. Not kidding you or more. That tree bears some mangoes. I mean, we pick up mangoes every day. We give away mangoes to whoever wanted and whoever didn't know, and we still have a few more, but it's not too many more, just a few. But I'm going to go tap on it again and say thank you when I go back there and let it know I appreciate the mangoes, but don't stop, keep bearing, right? So talk to your plants, talk to your trees. You think they don't listen, right? They do listen. Somehow they hear and they obey. Okay, so I got mangoes, and we talk about eating fruits in season. It is important to consume the fruits when they're in season, because when they're in season, it's you're getting the nutrients that are destined for that fruit during that period. So when you consume those foods during that period, you're actually, it's not force ripening or as they say, you're eating the thing out of season, right? No, when it's in season and you eat it, you're getting the benefits of the fruit in season, all the nutrients. And mango is very rich in nutrients, extremely rich in nutrients, very high in vitamin C, has a lot of minerals, and there's actually a diet plan, a weight loss plan with mangoes. There's a weight loss plan just using mangoes. Yes, there is. You can Google it and see, right? So mangoes are very beneficial, and I've had a good time with my mangoes. It's a cross. The mango is a cross breed between a long mango and a spice mango. I brought that seed back from Florida, and I planted it in my yard in a pot first, and then I got a tree and I put it down. This is a few years back, and it is a cross between. When you look at this mango, you think it's a spice mango, right? But when you turn one way, it looks like a long mango, like half of a long mango, and then you turn back, it looks like a half of a spice mango. So it's a cross between a spice and a long mango, and it's so sweet, really, really. And it's, you know it's a mango because it has just the mango flavor and so, right? Golden inside. So eat the foods that are in season. We talked about that. I also talked about eating from your own garden or your own farm. For those of you who might have missed it, you need to start planting. Seriously, you want to live a healthy life and you want to eat foods that are very low in contaminants. Plant your own vegetables. We are seeing in people when we screen at the Health and Wellness Center. When we screen people, we are seeing so many chemicals, so much lead, mercury, cadmium, microelements. We're seeing so many chemicals like DDT, pesticides, and all that. It means that these people are spraying the vegetables with their chemicals, or the soil must have some chemicals in it. Okay? Because there's no way that it's normal to have all of those metals, and we've seen people who are actually having lead poison and mercury poison, and you know that they're sick because they're young and they can't remember anything. They're having headaches. They look like they're sleepy all the time, and their memories are gone. They can't hardly remember nothing. You look at them, you know they're sick, right? And these are young people. When you check them, high levels of lead and mercury. Where in the world are they getting them from? Where is all that stuff coming from? Many times it comes from the seafoods, the fish, the shrimp, crabs. Yeah. Sometimes the water. Okay. I think we also need to provide or to put in place systems that can filter our water. Okay. We need to start doing things like that and ensure that we are getting safe water to drink, because sometimes even though you're buying the water, you really don't know what you're buying, because there are people out there who are there's not known as scrupulous. They're not very honest. They may be filling the bottles with the same water that you're getting under your pipe. We don't know. Okay, I'm not accusing anyone, but we don't know. You don't know the source. It's like you don't know when you go to the market and you pick up things, you don't know where they come from, right? And I talked about this a while ago, where I was sitting in my car one day, right by the market, and I was reading. I think I was waiting on someone. While I was reading, and I saw someone came out. They came out of the market and they had two buckets in their hands. Okay. So I said maybe they're going to buy something or they're going to throw something away. This guy went to the creek, that dirty creek by the market, dipped the water from there, went back inside and I followed him because I want to know what he's doing with the water. I thought he's going to flush a toilet or something. This guy went back in the market, not far inside. It was right in one of the stalls, and he was washing the callaloo with that water. Washing the callaloo with that water and the pak choy. And I'm saying, this water, we don't even know where it's coming from. This is filthy water. This guy is taking this water and pouring it on these vegetables. And you know what? I didn't buy nothing from there again. I didn't even go to the market to buy anything. There are no vegetables because we don't know all who's doing it. And I'm not saying it is happening now, but there's some people who, I don't know if they understand how your body works. I don't think they know that you absorb all that stuff into your system if it's not purged from the product. you know. So when you plant your own garden, you know what you use, you know what you put on it, probably just water, and then when you reap it, you know what you get. And you don't need a big space to plant, you just need like some pots, some plant pots or some tires, or you can make boxes out of wood, and you can make your own garden even if you have concrete in your yard. There's some people say, well, Doc, I can't plant because I only got concrete. No, man, that's even better, right? The other thing that is not good for your yard and you're planting your vegetables is if you got dogs. Because if you have dogs, then we don't know where the dogs are gonna pee all night. Dogs have a very funny way of urinating where you don't think they should. So if you have dogs in the yard, you have to elevate your plants so that the dog would not give you what he doesn't want. Okay, right? Some of you have dogs and you believe that dogs are the best things that God made for your yard. I think the best thing He made is a burglar system with a camera, and you can look at the camera and see what's happening, or you could record it and whatever, right? The days are gone now where you have to wonder. You just put the camera up there and make sure you put away the stuff that is recorded on, and you will know what's going on. But the dogs have a way of scaring people away and of awakening you, so you will know that something is going on, which they play their role, okay? But you gotta elevate your pots and your utensils that you use to plant in. That way you don't have to worry about what the dog is gonna do on it. But plant your own vegetables. Plant your own pak choy and kaldu and okra and karela, and you know that way you can reap from your own garden, reap from your own yard, and don't make the excuse anymore about concrete. That is old, right? You can make things, you can get things now where you could plant. You can plant inside even on concrete. All right. As you get older, as you become older in years, eat less. Eat less, but eat what you're eating must be nutritious. Okay? Eat less of the foods that weighs your body down. For instance, all the dead stuff like fish and chicken and beef and pork and all those crabs and lobsters and shrimp. You wanna reduce your consumption of those dead foods because you're trying to live longer and you're trying to live healthier. And when you eat or consume those foods that are dead already, let me tell you, there's very little nutrition that you get out of them. Don't worry what people say. Okay? To get the nutrition out of those foods, you've got to eat them pretty much raw. Right? Like the animals would, or the carnivores would. Okay? You have to eat them raw. I think I need to get my Dale. I need to take a quick break to get my phone because the phone is going to ring. I'm going to take the calls here, and it's away from me, so I want to get it so I can take the calls. So if you can give me a quick break, I'll get the phone, and we can continue the program. All right? I'm going to get the phone. So if you miss me and I'm on still, I'm getting the phone. Good evening.
Good evening, Doc. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Thank you.
You're on the program. We taking calls today on the program because we're not able to take calls at the studio. Okay, so what is it that you call about?
Oh, I was calling to find out, get some information about not being, not having a regular bowel movement.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I'm getting a feedback here. Maybe Dale can help me.
Okay.
But maybe it's from your end, right?
Yeah.
Maybe turn the TV volume down for me. Okay. Now, if you're not having a regular bowel movement, how much is irregular? How often do you go?
Well, I really constipated, really. So, like, I have problem in going sometimes 2, 3 days.
Wow, that's not good. And you're eating still every day, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, well, listen to this. You may need to get something to jumpstart the bowel movement. In other words, to get the bowel started.
Yeah, yes, sir.
That way you don't tear up your rectum, okay? Or
Yeah.
you don't want to tear up your bottom, because if the stool is hard,
Yeah.
then most likely if you have to strain, it will come out hard and you'll have a little problem there, right? I don't want you getting a hemorrhoid as a result of this if you don't have one already. So you want to stop by the clinic and get something to get your bowel softer and get you started. But when you get started, what you want to do is use more. How much water do you drink per day?
Well, a couple of cups, but 2 or 3, 3
Okay.
or 4 glasses.
All right, that's not enough. First of all, you got to consume a little more water.
Yeah.
Okay. Secondly, you want to cut back on your intake of breads or biscuits.
Yeah.
Eat less bread or biscuit. And then you want to use more things like okra and callaloo. You hear? Make some soup. Okay, make some soup. And when you make this soup, or make some dal, right? And then you take these okras and you just cut off the heads and put them inside the dal or in the soup. Okay?
Yeah.
Not a little bit, a good set of okra, because it will help. It will become two things. It will help the bowel to have fiber, and then it will give you that little lubricant that you need to help the stool to pass easily. Okay?
Yeah.
And then when you finish making this dal or this soup, whatever you're going to use, you blend it with the okra. Okay? You're not going to eat it whole. You're going to blend it up, and then you're going to drink it.
Okay.
That is what you're going to do for about a week or two, and then once you get the bowel starting to move, then you could start using that same type of soup or dal, maybe 3 times a week or 2 times a week. And so just to make sure you keep the fiber going and you keep the bowels moving, right? Because what has happened is that the colon has become lazy. What is your age now?
87.
87. Okay, all right. Imagine your bowels have been working over 86 years. That's a long time, right? So it basically needs servicing, if you can say that. You need to detoxify or cleanse, right, and reset the colon, because the peristalsis have gotten a little lazy. It's not pushing. Imagine you go to the seawall, okay, and you're looking at the waves. You know the waves, how they look at, like they're coming in.
Yeah.
All right. Now in the colon, you have that same type of movement. The peristalsis works the same way to make the matter move forward like this, like the ocean and the waves. Okay, until you pass it out. Now, that is what we call the peristalsis, and that has probably gotten a little weak or lazy, as we say. Right? So you're not getting that forward movement all the time.
Yeah.
And if you don't have enough fiber, and then you have that particular problem, then you're going to have a slow moving colon or bowel, and then you're going to get constipated. Okay?
Thank you.
So you want to get down here at the clinic maybe tomorrow and let them know you called me, we spoke, and you want to get something to get your bowels started. And then you want to get some stool softener to help in the beginning while you make the soup preparation and the dal preparation with the okra.
What I would prefer to do, before to give you a check, to give you a check, give you a call next week, so I could let you know when I come in.
Well, I don't have a problem with you doing that, but I just wanted you to get your bowels moved.
Yeah.
Because the longer you remain constipated, the worse it is for you, because you are reabsorbing toxic matter that you should be getting rid of.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
Right.
So if you can, you can just pick up the stuff to get your bowels moving, get it started, get the stool softer, then you make the soup. And then at some point you can make an appointment and come down and you can screen your whole body and see what's going on with it.
Very well. Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, that is an unfortunate situation that happens to a lot of people. Lots of people are constipated, and some people don't even know they're constipated. They go to the toilet maybe 3 or 4 days, or sometimes maybe twice a week or once a week. And sometimes they're told it's okay, but it's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. You need to have the bowels moving every day. If you're eating every day, at least once a day, you go to the toilet. I go to the toilet every morning like clockwork. Sometimes twice a week. I mean, twice a day I go. Sometimes I go in the morning, and sometimes I go morning and evening. You know, but you've got to train. You've got to train your bowel right. You've got to drink your water. These six glasses of water, right? And then you want to eat some. You want to use some fiber. Okay. Now mango has a lot of fiber, and you can use that. You know, some people say mango give you diabetes. That's not true. It's sweet. Your blood sugar will go up a little, yes, but it'll come back down. Mango don't give nobody diabetes. That's nonsense. Okay. All right. Let's get back on the eating for longevity. Consume little or no fried foods when you eat your foods on a daily basis. Little or no fried foods. Some people have to have the food fry every day. You know, you may eat fried bake with salt fish. You may eat roti and curry. You may eat fried plantains. You may eat bake. You know, you some people just have to have things fried every day, and to them it wouldn't taste good unless it's fried. Now, what is wrong with that is number one, sometimes for the most part you're not exercising, so you're not really burning anything. But the oils that you use has a lot to do with what happens to your arteries in the end, or the fats that you use. Okay, some people don't exercise. Some persons have thyroid problems. Some people just don't move. They just sit and eat. You know, and when you fry these foods and you don't increase your metabolic rate, so you can burn this fat and you can burn these calories that you're putting on, then you do a lot of damage to your arteries, to your body system, and we see it every day. Arteries become narrow, you get shortness of breath, your heart works harder, you begin to have problems with your vision, you can't remember a lot of things because your arteries in your brain are becoming narrow. In men, you have erectile dysfunction because you're not getting enough blood flow or blood supply to the penis. Look, let me tell you, fats and excess oils creates an enormous amount of problems, even messes with your vision. You know, so you want to fry less, steam more, bake more, broil more, fry less, use less fats, use less pastries, use oils that can be utilized like coconut oil. Some people cook with olive oil, which is a no-no. I know there's a big thing with use olive oil. No, use olive oil cold, not hot. Don't fry with it because it will damage you. I'm saying that to you. Okay? Olive oil is very good, like in salads. You can pour it on things when you finish cooking. You pour a little bit of olive oil and you stir it in, but don't heat it. Don't fry in it, my friends. It changes the viscosity and it becomes bad for your arteries. Okay? And you're not exercising, right? The next thing you want to do is to exercise regularly while practicing deep breathing. Give yourself more oxygen. You know, you notice there's if you look at the Chinese or the Orientals, I should say, a lot of them are into Tai Chi. We call it Tai Chi. And Tai Chi is a type of exercise that includes a lot of breathing and movement, right? Very gentle movement, deep breathing exercises. And what they're doing when they do that is they're putting more energy into the body. They're exercising the joints and the muscles and ligaments and tissues, and they're energizing themselves with more air. You need more oxygen. All right? For example, if you take the oxygen out of a body, what happens to it? It's dead. oxygen is extremely important in life, and the blood takes the oxygen. So when you have bad circulation and you block these arteries and you're wondering why things are not happening as you expect them to happen, guess what? Guess what? Soon enough, you're going to have big issues. And again, we see it every day. I saw it today, for the most part, all day, because people have become lazy or they become less active since the coronavirus we call epidemic. I was saying episode, but epidemic they say. Since that, many persons would have allowed themselves to be more indoors, and they're having a hard time getting back outdoors. Talking about that, I have to mention to you that coronavirus is not going anywhere. Y'all believe it gone somewhere? It's in gone. I said it from the beginning. It was here. It is not going anywhere. It is still here. It is not going anyplace. It is just that the emphasis is not as much as it is then, as it was then, as today with coronavirus. But many persons are still being stricken by coronavirus, and many persons are having coronavirus and don't even know. Many persons. We see it every day. Okay, wearing of the mask is not just to protect you from coronavirus, my friends. I wear my mask when I'm in the midst of crowds and all that. I'm going places. I don't care what anybody tells me. I wear my mask. You know why I wear the mask? I wear the mask because there are people who are having pneumonia, tuberculosis, streptococcus bacteria. They have different viruses of different types. There are pollutants in the air. There are pollutants in the places where I go sometimes. And you want to, as much as possible, limit the amount of intake into your body system. There are people who have TB and pneumonia, and they're coughing around you. You have no clue, but guess what? They're spreading it. There are persons who have viruses that are spreading and they don't even know. So when you put this mask on, it's not just because the coronavirus thing is not a big thing anymore. It's to protect yourself from receiving what you don't need to receive. So don't let nobody tell you nonsense about don't wear the mask no more because coronavirus gone. No, has nothing to do with that. In this context, we are talking about protecting yourself from any particular viruses, including dust and pollen and all them things that you breathe into your system and gives you trouble, right? Nobody says it will protect you 100%, but it will protect you pretty much than if you don't have a mask on. Wear your mask, okay? Keep your immune system up. Many persons don't even understand the importance of or the role of the immune system. You need to do more research and learn that your immune system is the only shield you have. It's the only mechanism that is out there that you have that can protect you or that can work for you. Many persons, did you know cancer is a virus? Did you all know that? Yes, it's a virus. Yep. Now, I don't know what is happening today, but somehow we're seeing more and more and more cancer cases. If they were there before and they're now getting worse, we're seeing so much. And it's sad because we see the people, for the most part, when the cancer has gone very far. Stage 4. Many persons are only showing up when their cells have been pretty much destroyed, or after they would have done everything, chemotherapy or radiation, surgery, and then they come. And you know we will do our best, we do everything we can, but we can't guarantee you that we're going to help you to get rid of it. You need an immune system that can fight for you. You have to build and keep enhancing your immune system because it's the only thing you have that can defend you. or that can fight for you. Make sure you're taking antioxidants. Make sure that you keep enhancing your immune system. It is so critical. I don't know how much more I can stress on that. You need your immune enhancers on a daily basis, not once a week. Unless the dosage says once a week, you need an immune enhancer every day. I don't play with that. Two things I don't play with on a daily basis. Even if I miss a meal, I don't play with my minerals and I don't play with my antioxidants. I make sure I take my minerals because my bones need them, and I make sure I take my antioxidants because my immune system needs to be higher than the average who walks in here. I need to be able to get to the point in my immune system where I can look down at what is wrong with you with my immune system can look down at your system and not be bothered with what maybe you can transmit. That's where I need to be. And that's where you need to be. You need to ensure that your immune system surpasses the level in which you could be affected by the flu or some allergy of some sort. Your immune system is all you got. And if you keep eating dead things and chemicalized things, then your immune system is not going to be there for you when you need it. Seriously. Another thing that we see is a lot of parasites. Some people have 8 and 9 and 10. I saw a person the other day with 12 different types of parasites and worms in them. 12 different ones. I couldn't believe it. I've seen worms in people all the time, but 12 at one time, doesn't happen too often. 12 different worms. Yes. And some people say, well, you need to get some worms in there to eat. Well, really? You try with your worms. Me want none. If you want to have the worms, you can keep them. But worms are notorious for destroying your body. Worms are dangerous. You don't need them. You need to detoxify, deworm, and build your immune system. You want to live a long, healthy life, you need to detoxify regularly, deworm, and enhance your immune system. Take your minerals also. You've got to supplement, my friends, because the foods that you're eating today do not have the nutrients as before. A lot of chemicals. Have you ever bought the callaloo in the marketplace and put it down and say you can wash it tomorrow? Go back tomorrow and look at it. Look like if something burnt it. It's dehydrated. It looks like it's a sick organism. Too many chemicals, it's running. I've seen that. So when you consume those things that are full of chemicals and you don't detoxify your body, what do you think is happening? You think it's going to just flush out? No, you've got to take something to help to move it out. Okay? You need to get something that can help to detoxify you and deworm you. And I say at least monthly. Just like you wash your car, or you clean your house, or you clean your shoes, or you wash your clothes, the same way you take care of your clothes and your car or your shoes or your bicycles or whatever, you better take care of your body. It's only one body you got. Okay? We've seen people who are well today and dead tomorrow. Yeah, lots of that is happening. I don't really want to get into that because I might get myself in trouble. But there are reasons why it's happening. I'm talking about people who look healthy today and tomorrow you hear them, they're gone. A lot of people are getting cardiac arrest. They're having aneurysms. They're having sudden death syndrome. Sudden death. And I'm not talking about accidental death. I'm talking about walking today, go to bed and can't wake up. Or going to work. We've had people who died on the planes, flying in the air, dead on the plane. Yeah. Some people say, well, I mean, you gotta live and sometimes you gotta die. Okay, we all understand that. But you want to live a long, healthy life as much as you can. And that's what we're talking about today. The things that you do to have a long, healthy, youthful life. Not just you want to look youthful too. You don't want to look, you don't want to be at 50 or 60 and then look like 90. You got some 90-year-olds look better than the 60-year-olds. Seriously. They got some 60-year-olds that can do more things than the 20-year-old. I telling you. We have to take care of our bodies. We have to take care of ourselves. We're not doing a good job. We're not. We're really not. Practice deep breathing exercises. And you want to do what is necessary to keep those arteries clear. Sweat. We go into sauna. We have something here called a far infrared sauna. When you go in that sauna, my friends, you're going to burn. You're going to burn some fat. You're going to perspire. You're going to get rid of the toxins. You're going to have your lymphatic system cleansed. You're going to come out there feeling like a champion. We've got quite a few people who use the sauna. It helps to burn the plaque out of your arteries. It helps to create better blood circulation. You're having problems with erections? You got to get your arteries clear. It's not just testosterone that's a problem. You got to clear your arteries. You're having a problem with conception, you can't get pregnant? Well, stop by here, we'll tell you why not. We'll show you why not. Right? There are many persons today who are told that they can't get pregnant, they can't make a baby, you can't. There's a reason why. There's a reason why. You're supposed to be able to produce man and woman. If you're not producing, there's a reason. Many times you're told, you gotta get artificial insemination. You can't get pregnant. No, nonsense. We've proven that incorrect all the time. You come through here, we find a reason why your tubes are blocked or you're not producing enough sperms or eggs. And once we fix that, you bet, pregnancy will happen. It happens all the time here. All the time. You've got to get to the bottom of things. You just can't just scoop off the top and expect that the bottom is going to be fixed. It's not coconut oil you're making. When you're making coconut oil, the old-fashioned way, or maybe the still is the right way, is that you grate the coconut, you wash it out, and you take the water and you leave it in a bowl or catch something that, and as the oil forms, as it comes to, you scoop it off. You just scoop it off. That's extra virgin coconut oil. But you can't scoop off the top and heal the bottom. You're making coconut oil. Okay, you got to get to the bottom of things and fix the bottom, and the top is going to be fine. Trust me, we do it every day, right? So detoxify yourself, and if you don't know what to use to detoxify, you visit the clinic in Kitty, and we will give you what you need once we find out what is happening to help you to get the detoxification done, to get the deworming done, so you could begin your process of having a healthy body system. Then you got to eat the right foods. When you come here for screening, we are able to guide you away from the things that are bad for your health. We're able to encourage you with the things that you need to do to get better health, to look good and feel good, and to have a life that's free of disease. You know, disease is not normal, you know, it's not supposed to happen. It's like people say that prostate cancer is an old man's sickness and it happens when you get old. No, man. It's not an old man's sickness. It's called old man's sickness for a reason, because the reason why it happens takes a long time before it becomes a factor in causing you to have the prostate problem. But you can find it early and fix it. And you don't have to be an old man with prostate problem. You'll be an old man firing, if you know what I mean. Okay? There are many persons who are sick and they don't even know they're sick. Guys, be careful. Girls, be careful. There are many men out there who got problems that can pass on to you and give you a headache. And the guys, there are many girls out there who got problems that will, when they pass it on to you, they're going to give you a headache. And the funny thing is that they don't get symptoms. Symptoms are not there. You go to the lab, the parameters are set very high, you never pick it up. But it's taking a toll on you quietly. Okay? Fortunately for us, we have a device that can get to the bottom of things. Some of you don't believe it, but you better believe, because I ain't putting them there. It's your body speaking to you to let you know what is wrong with it. Okay? That's how it's done. Right? Consume less sodium-rich foods. Use more natural seasonings with a little iodized sea salt. Not much. Use more natural seasonings. We got beautiful seasons here. Imagine my sister asked me to bring back some mango leaves for her from Guyana. I got mango tree, but she there. She want me to bring some mango leaf from Guyana. There was must be something special with the mango leaf here. Right? She wants me to get her some mango leaves, so I'll take her some mango leaves. But what she wants to do with this mango leaf. I asked her, I said, what are you gonna do with this mango leaf? She wants to make tea with the mango leaf. Maybe you can try it. Make some mango leaf tea. It might do some wonders for you. Make some mango leaf tea, make some soursop leaf tea, some pear leaf tea, some lemongrass tea. You know, we got some very good teas here, but we just don't use them. We want to get our Milo and our coffee and our Ovaltine and our cappuccino and, you know, get back to your leaves, my friends. Yes, splurge on the other things once in a while, but use your leaves, right? Salt is vital in humans, okay? It helps to balance fluids, believe it or not. Transports your nutrients and oxygen. Transmit the nerve impulses by frequency. Salt does that. Regulates blood pressure. Salt. Regulating blood pressure. You're told that salt will give you blood pressure. Maybe using too much. But there's more than salt that will give you a blood pressure problem. Okay? But salt helps to regulate your blood pressure. Believe it or not. Sometimes when you have blood pressure, check and see if you're using any salt. Maybe you're not using any salt, right? Get some iodized sea salt. Okay? Take cold showers at times. Well, I know many of you take cold showers pretty much all the time, right? But some of us take warm showers. And I like a warm shower, but then take a cold shower at times, or get to the creek, make sure you're drinking the water, and get a nice cool swim, right? It improves your circulation. It strengthens the skin, boosts your immune system. It invigorates the body and enhances your moods. That's what a cold shower does. It puts you in a nice mood. It helps with blood circulation. A cool shower does that for you. Okay? Get your rest daily. Sleep. Stop spending all the time on the telephone and the television and the computer. You can call, we can take a couple of more calls. 231-6477. I will take the calls here. Okay? Stop looking at the television all night. The people who you're looking at have already done what they did there maybe years ago. And they might be sleeping and you wide awake watching them. Get your rest. You need your sleep. Okay? Good evening. Turn the volume of your television down, please. Turn the TV volume down. Okay.
Calling to find out if canola oil is a good oil to use in cooking.
Canola oil, it used to be known that canola oil is good, but now they say no. They don't recommend canola oil.
So what to use instead?
Coconut oil.
Coconut oil.
Use
refined coconut oil. But that's how you say canola oil is, it's refined coconut oil.
canola is not refined coconut oil. No, coconut oil is coconut oil.
Okay.
Canola is canola. Sunflower is sunflower. Corn is corn. All those are oils, you know. Corn oil, sunflower oil, safflower oil, canola
The
oil,
oil,
coconut
and
oil.
canola oil,
Say it again.
the sunflower oil.
You can use sunflower oil, but I would use more coconut oil.
Okay.
Okay?
I noticed this man has the refined coconut oil. I know this is a good one. That man up in Upper Water Street. What is his name again?
I don't know.
You know, because I spoke to you concerning when I say you go there, you're very helpful. Oh God. Oh, I get there like Upper Water Street before you need the abattoir.
Oh, you mean you're talking about Matthias? Mr. Matthias. Normally, Mr. Matthias will bring things that are good. So if he says, if he has it and it says so, maybe it is so.
Okay. Because I usually use canola oil.
No.
And let me find out how good it is now. So,
At one time years ago, they said that canola oil was a good oil to use, but as the years went by, more and more I've realized in my studies that canola oil is not really an oil that you want to use, not in cooking, not in heating.
okay.
No. Use your coconut oil or maybe the sunflower or safflower oil.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Where are you calling from? What area?
East Rockville.
Oh, okay.
Circle.
All right. Good then. You take care. Thanks for looking
All
on.
right.
Good. Bye-bye.
Okay, you too. Bye.
Maybe we'll have to do it like this, Dale. Maybe I'll have to bring my phone and take the calls there. Because my phone is working. See, Dale? Good evening.
Good evening, doctor.
Good evening, nurse. How are you?
I'm okay. Where could I find you?
Turn your volume of your television down a little bit.
Okay, 1 second. Yes,
Where you could find me?
yes.
Look at your back step. I'm right down there.
Okay.
No. Where you can find the clinic is in Kitty.
Martin Kitty.
You know where the daycare is? The Kiss Kitty daycare?
I have no idea.
You know where Guyol gas station is?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you come south of Guyol on Queen Street, that is Queen Street,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's old Alexander. It's Alexander, but coming down to the seawall side, it's Queen Street. We are right before the gas station, maybe about 4 buildings or so from the gas station.
Okay, and I'm 68 years.
That's
Could
young.
I use the warm medicine?
Sure, you can. 68 years is young.
68.
Yeah, it's young.
Okay.
You feel old?
No.
Good. You need warm medicines until you die,
Okay.
right? Because they come in different.
You're the clinic from what time?
The clinic opens at 8 o'clock,
Mm-hmm.
and it will close normally at the last patient or so.
Okay.
All right? But the earlier you come, the better it is.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thanks for calling. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Grove. Is every day does you work?
You calling from Grove?
Yeah, every day you work?
No, Tuesday to Friday. I'm happy to hear that you're calling from Grove, that you're getting the signal there.
Okay, Tuesday to Friday.
Tuesday to Friday. Yeah.
Okay, next Tuesday will see me.
Okay, darling. You take care and thanks for calling, all right?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. That's very good. The signal is reaching to Grove, and it probably is reaching further. I'd like to know that the signal reaches all the way to Barbies. Dale, we have to get the signal all the way to Barbies, okay? So whatever is gotta happen in there, whatever has to happen there to get it to Barbies, let's make it happen, all right? The question was a good one. If at that age she needs to deworm. You need to deworm at every age, because the foods that we're eating today, look, parasites are not easy. Okay, I can tell you stories about parasites. They will get into your body in all kind of ways, and then when they get in, they multiply and they mess everything in there. Good evening.
Good evening, Dr. Hayes.
Good evening, and how are you?
Fine, thank you, Dr. Hayes.
Where are you calling from?
Middle Road, the Pelican.
The Penningtons. Nice. How can I help you?
And you will, I want to know if oh, right, with the olive oil name, with the olive oil.
Olive oil?
Queen.
Extra virgin olive oil?
Yes, the virgin olive oil. I want to know if that is good.
It's good, but it's good to use in a cold state. In other words, you can use it to make salads. You can use it if you want to cook with extra virgin olive oil. What you do is like you would baste the pan with it. Don't pour it in the pan and like fry and so.
No, I don't do that.
But you baste the pan, and then you would use it in that state, or you would put it on a salad, or you would use it when you finish cooking your food. You pour a little inside and stir it in and that kind of thing. But don't heat it.
No, I don't heat it. I don't boil it.
Okay, fine. But you know what? Coconut oil will do the same thing.
Okay.
And they say, it is said that coconut oil will also kill worms. Yeah? You believe that?
Yes, Dr. Hayes, I hear you.
Yes. So you can cook with the olive oil, but not
Don't burn it.
don't heat it, don't fry it. You know, don't fry it, but you can baste the pan, baste it, and then use it.
Okay, Dr. Hayes.
But mostly cold in salads, or when you finish cooking the food, you stir a little in, that kind of thing. Okay?
Okay. Because only that I just use the virgin olive oil.
Okay, but don't fry with it.
No, you can't fry with it.
All right. Very good.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for calling. You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. So many of us are frying. I see. Many of us are frying. See, I'm not wrong. We do a lot of frying in Guyana, you know. A lot of frying. Fry fish, fry bake, puri, roti. We fry up the stew, fry up the vegetable, fry everything, fry saltfish. Everything we fry. Fry balanje. Right? We gotta fry less, okay? Fry less. Steam more, bake more, broil more. It's better for you. Right? It's good for your arteries. It's good for your brain. Okay, you need a little oil, yes. You need some fat. We need some fat because fat is very important in our bodies, but not too much. And not the bad ones either. Okay? We really appreciate the calls today. I'm really happy about that. And I'm happy the signal is reaching out, and it's going to get even further. There's some work that's going to be done that's going to get this signal way beyond where it is now, right? Get your rest at least 6 hours nightly. If you're not sleeping, then try and resolve the reason why you're not sleeping and get your rest, because your body rejuvenates when you sleep. Your body, it tunes itself when you sleep. You want to get good rest and you want to get sound sleep. Very important. Okay? Next thing you want to do is to enhance your spirituality. I don't care what you believe in. There's a God. You might be a Christian, you might be a Muslim, you might be a Hindu, it doesn't matter. Enhance your spirituality. Spend some more time doing that. Why? Because it helps. It helps you, it helps your demeanor, it helps your body system. Okay? Very important. I guess I didn't check, but I think we have about 2 minutes left, right? We got about 2 minutes more. Enhance your spirituality. I don't care what religion you are. doesn't matter. I hope you belong to one, but enhance your spirituality. Okay? It changes a lot of things. It helps with your mental state. It helps you in many ways, right? Read more. Read more. Avoid excess exposure to the cell phone, to the television, to the computer, to the phone. Many of you play games on the phone. You're on the phone, blah, blah, and whole day on the phone. You're on the phone, you're watching movies. You're on the phone, you're watching soap ops. You put the phone down and you're watching it like the phone is minding you now. Spend less time on the phone. Last call. Good evening.
Good evening, afternoon.
You're going to be the final caller and you got to be quick because we're almost out of time.
I would like to know if you could get to it over 6.
If you could do what?
6. Get rid of a small cyst
It depends on where the cyst is.
on your left side.
Left side abdomen,
Yes, inside there.
on the inside or outside?
Yes, inside.
Inside in your what? Your reproductive organs? Where is it?
Your left side of your body.
Your ovaries?
Yes, around there. Not that we're talking about, but it's like
Cysts can be gotten rid of, yes. They can be. If they're small, they can be. Yes.
11 cm.
Say it again.
11 cm.
11 cm. That's not a small cyst. That's a fairly good size cyst. But it's possible. It's possible. Okay, it's possible. All right? Okay then. Thanks for calling. Bye-bye. All right. Time is up, and I want to thank you for participating. This was wonderful. Hey, Dale, give me 1 minute. Let me take this call real quick. Okay, really quick. Good evening.
Good evening, Dr.
You got to be quick because we're out of time, right? And I'm barely hearing you.
Yeah. Do you take care of stones?
Stones, of course. Gallstones, kidney stones, yes. Not a big deal.
Okay, all right.
Thanks for calling, okay? Yeah, technology now is beyond the surgery for stones. As long as they're not very, very big, yes, you can dissolve a stone. Anyway, thank you for calling. This was really good. I appreciate my operator and all of his efforts in trying to make things happen. I want to thank you all for participating and for watching. Stay tuned because every week we're going to be doing something nice for you, okay? We want to advise you. We want to take care of you. We want to help you to live long, healthy lives. And we want to see that you do what is necessary to keep you healthy and strong without having to visit the hospital or the doctor's office. All right? Dr. saying good night. God bless you. Have a wonderful weekend. So long, and thanks for watching.